Hello, hello, everybody, but what's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, people to see, people of everywhere. Going through life is a journey. Everyone is different but similar. Guys, if you come to my channel, welcome. But I speak about life sometimes. Some people agree, some people don't agree, some people don't. I don't know. Some people's kids think differently. This is my channel, so I like to rant, I like to talk, chat. So if you want to hear what I have to say, then keep watching. But yeah, with that being said, I know that life is a big, big journey. And I mean a big journey. When it comes to when I see and I have went through personally myself, I have grown into a bigger, stronger person than I have ever been. And yeah, there's downfalls that I've been having and I had online here. And yeah, everybody goes through something. You know, H2O. But life is always going to be a journey. It's not going to be easy. For some, it might seem easy. Some people think that, they're living the best life, the perfect life. But sometimes, like the rich people, because people want to try to hate on rich people. And it's all like, oh, they're rich, they're living their best life, and they're living their money and stuff. Okay, you got to understand what it took them to go to that point. Because if those rich people can do it, you can do it as well. We might not have the sources to do things now. Well, actually, take that back. We have many sources to do things now. And yeah, we got to compete against AI and everything. But at the same time, you can put your voice out there, put your opinions out there, show your talent on the internet, whatever it is. It's a journey, it's a life. But not only that, but as we're kids, we grown up. Also, guys, I just got home, so it's a little hot in here. So I have the fan on. So if you hear a little rattling noise, that is my fan. My ceiling fan makes a lot of noise too, so. But yeah, so when it comes to life itself, I see it. I see people's different perspectives. Now before, I was only focusing on myself and, dedicating my energy and my time towards myself, trying to fix myself, trying to make a better person of myself, meaning that I don't want to be cold-hearted anymore. I used to be very cold-hearted. I used to be very hateful. There was a lot of past me that made me the person who I am today. I focused on myself. I dedicated everything. That's what the life journey was supposed to be about for me. And some people are similar. Some people are similar. Some people are on that same path as me too. Some people on the same path as you, But it's like, I have learned to self-love myself. And after that, I have begun to open the doors and the gates to seeing other people's perspective in life. See how other people, living their life. How people are doing. Yeah, you can call me nosy. All you want. That just sounds nosy. That actually shows me that the world is similar but different. And it's funny how people always think, especially the young people, I think it's because they got no experience, but they always think, why is this happening to me? I can't believe this has happened to me. I can't believe this is happening to me. Like, it just constantly repeats over and over in life that I have seen multiple humans say the same thing. And I'm like, it's not only happening to you. Take a look around you. Open your eyes and see that it's happening to a lot of people. There's people struggling to even make it in life. It's not only happening to you, it's happening to others. So that's why I said it's a similar journey in life. Hello, welcome in. It's a similar journey in life, but it's a different person. You might not be experiencing what Shelly has in life, but the other person, way out of the country, we don't even know, is a similar aspect in you. But life is a journey, guys. Life teaches you a lot. The other day, and I don't want to go too heavy on this because I probably will get hated if people think that's a individual word that we should use in these days. But I'm going to say we want the best for our kids, and I have said this a while back, but this is going to be something like a food for thought. We want the best for our kids, we know that. We try to teach them what's right, and we try to teach them what's wrong. We try to teach them responsibilities. Well, I don't even think anymore these days, but I'm just going to speak for my behalf and my age group. And it's all like, I know, again, this is pretty heavy. I know religious is everything for a lot of people. A person's beliefs. Now understand that your parents want to teach you about beliefs so that way you can believe and achieve things with the glory of the glories. Let's just put it that way. Again, it's a pretty touchy subject, but hear me out. And it's so like we are forcing kids to like a certain religion. When they grew up, it might not be that way. I was forced into a Christian household. Me and my cousin, I'm gonna say forced because forced is a really strong word because again, you're a child, you're in your grandparents or parents' perspective in life, so they're basically growing you up. But what I have noticed is that, yeah, my cousin was Christian, and then all of a sudden she grew up and started believing in Catholic. And me, on my other hand, this sounds pretty dark and deep, but on my other hand, I have a perspective in life to where it's like, I'm not going to say I'm atheist. I'm going to say that I believed in myself. I believed that you can conquer things, that you can achieve goals. You can do this if you put your mind to it. Mind, body, and soul. Now, sure, people need guidance. People really do need guidance. Hello, welcome in. So that's why people turn to religion. Because they have no guidance of themselves. No self-motivation at all. And it's all like, you're preaching to what was once living on this earth. They live their life. They live their journey. They are speaking through text message booklets. Just imagine if I write everything down of what I see and put it in a book. That's exactly what it is. It's just verses and what people have said in the past to make it sound like something's big and special. For that way the person can feel that momentum. Now again, I don't want to dive too deep into that, but that's a person's journey. That's a book that has people's journey. That's what they went through. Now, it is your turn to make the journey. Your life, your journey. Your turn. It's just a matter of time how people can lean off of that and make a journey for themselves instead of preaching, asking for answers. You don't want to be preaching, asking for answers. You living in this earth, you're the human. You do it. You put your mind, your body, your soul to do it. That's it. So that's why I could say that, I'm just saying on this little religious factor, is that in my journey in life, I have taught myself to believe in myself, that I could make it on my own. I am almost 10 years made it living on my own. And with this economy the way it is, I still can believe in myself. Paying rent, paying bills, everything mine by myself. Got 2 BMWs. If I could do it, you can do it too. People just need self-motivation in life. And again, going through life is a journey. Journeys in life teaches you. I was always good with money, finances. As a little child, my grandma would give us, a couple of bucks to take out the trash. Chores. I don't think teenagers or kids know what chores are these days. But that taught me something in life. That just little chores taught me something in life. Not only does the chores you have to get done, clean your room, take out the trash, that's going into adulthood. That's what you need to do as an adult now. So again, life is your journey is there. So that little stuff just made me want to save. And as I kept saving and saving, and I wanted to buy a game, I wanted to buy me ice cream or, something of that nature. Some food, something. So I can say that I was always good with finances. You gotta control your money habits, spending habits. And an investment. Invest in your money. You're gonna have to put more money towards something to invest to make money. That's just the way it goes. But if people constantly put themselves down and say that they cannot save, you're making that world for you. You're making that calm. You're making that energy. Hello, welcome in. But yeah, so I've had so many live streams about life. It's not even funny. But there's a lot of people going through similar stuff like you. And, I just trying to understand why people don't understand the concept of life. But then I speak to myself and I get frustrated and I'm like, okay, you want a roommate, okay, to pay the bills, okay? You gotta understand that there's a lot going towards roommates and stuff. And then some people get broken down or they get bad credit because the roommate doesn't want to be with them anymore. And they're like, you know what? Just gotta break the lease because I don't want to be here, or they lost their job. Like, it's just so much. Life is a journey. I struggled myself with my ex, and I think that's what brought me down more, is me struggling. But that actually made me stronger, because when you struggle, you get stronger. Some people struggle and they keep struggling because they don't know how to get stronger and self-motivate themselves because they turn to religion. But it's all like, self-motivate yourself. You can get better. I hate the smell of cut grass. Why? It's a trauma response. Because me and my ex at that time, we could not pay rent. We could not pay bills. He didn't have a job. I didn't have a job. So what did we have to do? Well, we had to cut grass. And in the hot, hot sun, almost passing out. But we had to make a little money so that we could pay rent. We had to do construction so that we could pay rent. And it's so like, I have struggled too. And I've said to myself, you know what? This is not the way to be living. Of course, things happened in that relationship and things fell down all over the place. But that's what got me stronger as a person. And then going through life again, it's a journey. Now, here's where I'm going to get into a sticky situation. Let me clear my throat, drink some water. I don't want to have beef with my family. They're my family. They're all I got. My dad is basically it's my grandma, my dad, and my grandpa. Just a little small circle. But the thing is, my dad is very, 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 very irresponsible. And the irresponsibility in life, it just frustrates me. He can't have a car because he'll wreck it. He can't have money because he'll spend the money all in one day. He can't have a girlfriend because he just doesn't know how to handle a girlfriend. He's not stable at all. Goes to jump from job to job. And it's all like, I know he's my dad. I shouldn't talk bad about him. But at the same time, I'm a grown adult. I am a grown adult. And it's like, he is over my age. He should understand the concept of life. But when you tell him to not spend your whole paycheck in one day, what does he do? He says, it's my money and I can use it whenever I want or however I want. And so he uses it because of the force. And it's like, that's not how it works. Because then he jumps in that loop circle where he does like my ex. Constantly borrows money from this person. Constantly borrows money from this person. I'll pay you back next week. Next week hits. Okay, let me pay everybody back what I owed them. 3 days later, hey, I need to borrow money again. I don't have any money. Hey, I need to borrow. It's a constant cycle of owing money. That's just bottom line. And that doesn't go nowhere. So, yesterday, he wanted an Uber because he went to his friend's house and he couldn't come back. And I have sent him Uber so many times. I have sent him food so many times. I don't have any money. Can you give me some food? I'll pay you back next week. All the time. Every single birthday I've had ever since I was a child, he barely gives me anything. Oh, I don't have any money. I can't give you anything. I was lucky this year that he actually gave me something, which is crazy to believe. But I had an encounter yesterday where I put my foot down. I'm tired. I told him, I said, you need to be more responsible with your money. Like in text message, so that way it sticks in his head. Because I could tell him verbally, but it won't stick to your head. And text message is going to stick to your head. I told him, you're a grown man now. Oh, and then he basically says that, well, you're going to do this to your dad. You're responsible. I said, I'm not responsible for nothing. You're the one that wanted to go visit your friend. Your friend doesn't want to drive you back home. That is not my problem. Not my problem. I'm a grown adult. You're a grown man. Not my problem. And so it's just like, I had a real serious talk. And I'm like, that's a journey in life that people don't understand. When someone tries to tell you or tells you something, people I still got to make a live stream about that. You know, people all the time will always say, don't let other people tell you what to do. Don't let other people tell you what to do in life. Don't listen to others. Sometimes you do need to listen to others. Sometimes you do. Yeah, it's your life, your choice. But at the same time, these people could be guiding you in the right direction so you can make your life better. Just like this other guy that I know, my grandma's neighbor. He needs guidance. Poor guy. I feel sorry for him, but what am I going to do? I tried. He killed my phone. I can't do nothing. That's his mistake. I'm just over here just trying to help people out, understand the concept of life, that life is a journey and you're going through it. Your chapters in life, your days in life. Some people are cooped up in work mode and they can't get out of it. And I told them, I said, look, it's good to get out. Go out on an adventure. Go out to the park. Don't just go to work, come home, eat, sleep. Go to work, come home. Because that doesn't cut it. That's no way of living life. You're just in a hamster ball, basically. Work, home, sleep, work, home, sleep, work, home, sleep. You're basically going to let the environment control you, basically, because of the economy controlling you. Because you got to pay bills. I wish, too, we shouldn't even have to pay bills. But this homemade Uncle Sam had to become ruler over the universe and make taxes and housing and stuff. And it's like, golly, everybody needs to make some sort of money. The property, the electric bill, the internet, every source of life that's the way we revolve in. And it's crazy to believe. But yeah, live your life. Go adventure. You don't have to always spend top-notch money to go adventure. People really, really think so. But everybody has similar ones. Similar lifestyles. The homeless, sometimes they choose to be homeless. Sometimes if they're homeless, they don't have to pay anything. That's just the homeless life. Sad truth. It's a very sad truth. They don't want to work. They don't want to pay bills. They want to ask for money for free because that's their life of living. That's a sad truth. Some homeless want to stay homeless because they're like, rent's too high to be paying. A job is too much. They be asking for much. So they just be homeless. Some homeless don't have a brain because they're on substances that they can't get off. So they think that's life, but they gotta keep, doing those substances. So it's all like, sometimes they need a rehab. Sometimes they need something to come clean. It's not your life, your choice. You live in this universe once and you're just going to let it all go. your body that could be used for something to make the environment better again. Like me, I'm preaching to the environment, whoever hears this or whatnot. I'm telling you that you can be a better person. You can encourage other people, make better of yourself, as well as help others on the way. I'm a nice person now. I help whoever is in my way. Of course, there's only certain homeless that I can only help. Because if I don't see that they're not helping themselves, sorry, not go leech somewhere else. I understand being hungry on the streets and trying to ask for money, but I'm not gonna understand you give them money and then they use it for cigarettes or they use it for substances. No. But yeah, you're taking life, guys. I'm just making sure that everybody understands that somebody similar is going through your same shoes. Struggling, not struggling, lost a family relative, grief. Somebody's grieving over somebody right now. Somebody's having a baby unexpectedly and doesn't need a child, don't want to know how to care for a child. There's so many parents out there that don't know how to parent. They're newbies. There's so many people out there struggling just to pay bills. So many people out there trying to basically flush their brain out and go to church every day because they can't work on themselves, so they have to have some sort of peace with that. I'm not sure how that goes. But self-motivation is key in life. Going through life is just such of a journey. I love it. I love it so much. I get hurt too myself on the process. But I get stronger. I know what to do next. And it's like, we need stronger people out there in life. Self-motivated people are the best people that you should ever be around. If somebody's telling you what to do, it's the self-motivated people. People, parents, everywhere. They'll get mad at how you raise your child, but actually it's guidance. Yeah, I can't tell you how to raise your child, but I can tell you that if you keep that baby's pacifier in the mouth or let them suck their thumb, their teeth are going to come out incorrect because they're barely developing. Oh, don't let your child walk early because their bones are not structured correctly because they're barely forming. They barely got tissue. I don't know why some parents think it's okay for their child to start walking. There's a certain limit, certain time, certain structure your child should start. Anyways, don't even get me started. Like, there's so much arithmetics in life, so much naive, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, sometimes I get curled up in my words because I'm like, how could you, like, how could you be that naive in life? Like, it's all there. It's all common knowledge, you know. Common knowledge is there half of the time, but some people don't know how to use it. Some people's brains are not fully developed in how to understand common knowledge. There's a whole much like scientific facts around human bodies, human brains, thought processes. It's not even funny. But your life is a good journey. I'm living my life to the fullest, and I'm just living life. And I'm happy in my life. And I feel like others should be too. You might be struggling right now. Don't let that struggle keep going. Let that struggle be a lesson. Oh, because some people, like, they don't know how to understand wasting time. Guys, we don't waste time around here. We learn from our time. Just because you're with a girlfriend or a friend or you met someone online. You don't have to say you wasted your time on someone. No, you spent time. You got to know that person or whatever it is. You're about to experience it. That's not for you. So don't say you wasted time. You didn't waste time. It's a lesson learned. I don't understand why it doesn't go through people's brains like that, but I don't know. I really don't. But going through life is a journey. Everyone's is different, but it's similar. Some people have similar aspects. Some people have similar brain styles, similar functions. Some people just have high egos. Some people don't have high egos. The world revolves around us. You know? I don't know. But yeah, guys, if you saw this video or whatever, let me know in the comment section down below. How's your life? How you living it? You feeling good? You struggling? Let me know in that comment section. But going through life is a journey. Everyone's is different but similar. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.